Have you ever wondered what really happens when you leave food outside? It seems simple. You place a small piece of bread, a slice of fruit, or maybe a handful of seeds on the ground. Then you walk away. But the moment you turn your back, a hidden world begins to move. A world you almost never see with your own eyes. A world where birds act in ways most people do not expect. So, let me ask you this. What if that small piece of food could reveal secret behaviors that birds usually hide from humans? Many of us see birds every day. We see them on fences, on rooftops, or moving quickly through the sky. They look calm, they look quiet, they look simple. But the truth is far more surprising. Birds live by strict rules. They watch everything around them. They communicate in ways we do not understand. They make choices in seconds. And when food appears, their hidden instincts wake up fast. The moment food touches the ground, their private world begins to open. Think about it. When you close your door and go back inside, a whole network of eyes begins to notice the food you left. Some birds see it from a distance. Some hear tiny sounds. Some smell the freshness in the air. Others simply know the patterns of your home. They know the times you usually step outside. They know when you leave your yard. Birds are smarter than many people think. And when they know the coast is clear, they begin to move in. But what exactly do they do first? Do they rush in? Do they test the food? Do they call others? Or do they stand still in the shadows and wait? These are the behaviors most people never get to see. And in this video, you will understand them in a way that makes you look at birds differently forever. Before we dive in, let's explore a simple idea. Food is not just food to birds. Food is information. Food is danger. Food is opportunity. It can change the entire mood of a flock. It can turn a quiet yard into a battlefield. It can create a chain reaction that pulls in many species, each with its own strategies, strengths, and fears. What starts with one small piece of bread can turn into a whole story of survival. Maybe you left food outside on purpose. Maybe you did it by accident. Or maybe you just forgot it on a table. But what happens next is always the same. The birds notice before anything else does. They are nature's fastest reporters. They miss nothing. Every sound, every shadow, every crumb, birds pay attention to it all. Birds also have habits that most people never see. Some birds act brave and bold. Others act quiet and shy. Some wait for the perfect moment. Some test the food before eating it. Some birds even send scouts. Yes, scouts, single birds that check the area first. These scouts are careful. They look around. They study the food. They make sure the space is safe. So, only when they feel comfortable do they give a silent sign to others. And this moment is one of the most interesting parts of bird behavior, because it shows how much teamwork exists in nature, even when we do not see it. Now imagine that tiny act placing food outside, starting a chain of decisions. A street. Every bird that comes sees something different. Some see a chance, some see a challenge, some see danger, and some see competition. But all of them react, and each reaction reveals another layer of their world. Leaving food outside also shows how different each species truly is. Some birds rush in without fear. Others walk slowly and carefully. Some birds never touch certain foods. Others eat almost anything. These choices can reveal which birds are picky, which are curious, and which are simply trying to survive the day. A simple piece of food can uncover the differences between them in just a few minutes. 2. Another thing that happens is something most people do not expect. Birds watch you. They learn from you. They study your habits just as much as they study each other's. If you leave food outside often, some birds will remember you. They will recognize your movements. They will learn your timing. Birds in cities, especially in the USA, UK, and Canada, have become very smart at reading human behavior. Theme. They know when it is safe. They know when you are close. They know when you are gone. This memory helps them survive. As we go deeper into this documentary, you will see how this small act leaving food outside opens a window into bird intelligence, bird emotion, and bird instinct. You will see how food changes the way birds interact with each other. You will see how food reveals their bravery, their fear, their quick thinking, and sometimes even their humor. Yes, birds can be funny too. Their reactions can be surprising, clever, and sometimes dramatic. But here is something even more interesting. When you leave food outside, you do not just attract the birds you expect. You also attract the birds you never see during the day. Some come early, some come late. Some appear only when they are sure no one is watching. If you have ever wondered what birds do when the world is quiet, you will soon find out. Hidden behaviors happen during these moments. Behaviors that even scientists had trouble studying before good cameras existed. So, stay with me, because every minute you watch will reveal something new. Every detail will help you see the secret world just outside your door. And if you watch till the end, you will get a reward. A deeper understanding of birds and a special fact about bird intelligence that surprises almost everyone. Sure, it is something most people do not know, and it will make you see birds in a completely new way. This journey is not fast. It is calm, slow, and full of quiet discoveries. It is like opening a book that nature wrote. A book that has been there all along, but no one ever picked up. When you leave food outside, you turn the first page. And now, together, we will read what comes next. 2. If you are ready to learn what really happens when the world is not watching, then stay with me. Because this is only the beginning. VW. Why does food left outside attract birds so quickly? The answer may seem simple at first, but when we look closer, we discover a deep and complex system that birds use every single day to survive. This system is built on sharp senses, strict routines, and fast decisions. Birds are always searching, always watching, and always ready to take advantage of even the smallest chance. When food appears outdoors, they react fast because their lives depend on it. Let us start with one important fact. Birds live in a world where food is never guaranteed. They cannot store food in a refrigerator. They cannot cook. They cannot plan for tomorrow. They only have today. They must eat enough to stay warm, to stay strong, and to keep moving. This is why birds are always on alert. Their eyes are sharp, their ears stay open, their minds stay active. When food appears, it is not just a snack, it is survival. One of the first reasons birds notice food is their sense of sight. Birds see better than humans. Their eyes pick up small movements, bright colors, and even tiny reflections. A crumb, a seed, or a small piece of fruit can be spotted from far away. Some birds fly high above yards and parks, scanning for even the smallest shape on the ground. When they see something unusual, they circle, they watch, they study. And if it looks like food, they begin to descend. Another reason is smell. Most birds do not depend heavily on scent, but some species can sense certain smells in the air. Rotting fruit, fresh bread, sweet liquids. These smells can spread through a yard and reach birds that happen to be nearby. Even birds that do not use smell very much still react when these scents mix with visual clues. Everything works together like a map. Then there is memory. Yes, birds have strong memories. Stronger than many people think. If you leave food outside in the same spot again and again, birds will remember that location. They will visit it often. Some species even build feeding routines based on human behavior. They learn your patterns, they learn your timing. They learn when the yard gets quiet. And once they know the pattern, they will check the area every day. You may wonder how birds find food so quickly, even when we think no bird was watching. The secret is hidden in their daily routines. Birds do not fly around randomly. They follow paths. They return to favorite places. They scan areas with good history. They repeat loops through neighborhoods, parks, and open spaces. When food appears along their path, they find it sooner than you expect. Now, let us talk about one interesting idea. Food is not equal for all birds. Each type of food attracts different species, and each species reacts in its own way. Bread is a common example. Many people leave bread outside without thinking much. Birds like pigeons, seagulls, and sparrows notice it first. These birds are used to humans. They are bold. They move quickly. Bread attracts them fast because they know it well from city life. Seeds attract a wider range of birds. Finches, sparrows, robins, starlings, blue jays, and many other species notice seeds. Seeds are natural food for many birds, so they trust them more. Seeds bring diversity. And when different species gather, behavior becomes more complex. Some birds eat calmly. Others fight for space. Some wait their turn. Others push in without fear. Fruits tell a different story. Fruits attract birds that enjoy sweet tastes. Blackbirds, robins, starlings, orioles, and even crows may come for fruit. When fruit is left outside, the behavior becomes more cautious at first. Fruit attracts both birds and insects. Birds know this. They test it slowly. They smell it. They check it for danger. Leftover human food creates mixed reactions. Some birds avoid it. Others attack it with excitement. Crows, ravens, magpies, and gulls love leftovers because they adapt quickly to human environments. They are problem solvers. They know how to open containers, pull apart bags, and even break into boxes. Food scraps reveal the intelligence of these birds more clearly than anything else. But food does more than attract birds. It shapes their behavior. When food is rare, birds become careful. They move slowly. They look around before each step. They avoid conflict because conflict costs energy. When food is plenty, birds relax. They take bigger bites. They stay longer. They call other birds because they know there is enough for everyone. The moment food appears, birds become more alert. They scan the ground. They watch the sky. They check for danger. It is natural for them to act this way. While they eat, they are vulnerable. A bird that is focused on food cannot fly away as quickly. This is why many birds eat with fast bites. They stay on their toes. They lift their heads often. Their bodies stay tense. You can see it if you watch carefully. Something else happens. Too territorial behavior. Some birds defend food strongly. They spread their wings. They chase others away. They make loud sounds. They use their bodies to block the food. This is common in blue jays, blackbirds, and starlings. They act like guards. They claim the food as their property. Other birds do something different. They share. Yes, some species share food. They allow other birds to join, as long as the space feels safe. Robins, finches, and sparrows often do this. They feed together. They move together. They stay peaceful. They understand that many eyes can spot danger faster than one pair. Sharing is not kindness. It is survival. Food also creates small moments of cooperation. Birds sometimes warn each other when danger comes. If one bird senses a threat, it gives a soft call. The others react instantly. They hop back. They fly up. They freeze. This teamwork is part of their natural system. It helps the whole group stay alive. When you leave food outside, you activate this entire world of behavior. You bring birds from different places into one spot. You mix species that may not meet often. You reveal their rules, their fears, their courage, and their instincts. You see the beauty of nature right at your door. And soon, in the next section, we will discover something even more interesting. The first visitors, the scouts, the quiet, careful birds that come before all the others. When food appears outside, the first birds to arrive are rarely the ones that eat the most. These first visitors are often called scouts. They are cautious. They are careful. They are smart. They are the birds that test the area before everyone else comes. And without them, the rest of the flock might face danger. Scouts play a critical role in bird communities. They are the first to notice changes in their environment. They fly over yards, streets, and fields. Their eyes are sharp, their ears catch tiny sounds. A fallen leaf, a moving shadow, or even a human step can alert them. Scouts approach food slowly. They land carefully, often at the edge of the area. They do not rush, they do not panic. They take their time to understand the situation. 2. The scout's job is simple but important. They check the safety of the food. Is it real food? Is it dangerous? Are there predators nearby? A cat, a dog, or even another bird can pose a threat. The scout watches for these dangers. If everything seems safe, the scout will make a small signal. A head movement, a short call, or even a quiet hopping motion can tell others. Food is safe. Come, some birds, like crows and magpies, are excellent scouts. They are naturally curious and intelligent. They approach new objects slowly. They test the food with a small bite. They lift it, move it, or tap it to check its weight and texture. They learn quickly. And once they are confident, They return to the flock or family group and give signals. Not all scouts act the same. Some birds prefer to watch from a distance before approaching. These are the cautious ones. They circle above the yard or garden, observing the scene. They notice other animals that might be present. They watch for movement. They wait for the perfect moment. Only then do they land near the food. Other scouts are bolder. They approach directly. They land on the food, touch it, and taste it. They are fast learners. They understand that hesitation may allow other birds to take the food first. Sometimes these scouts compete with each other. The first bird to eat may drive others away. But even this competition follows rules. Aggressive birds rarely fight without reason. They observe, measure, and calculate before acting. Scouts are not only testing food for themselves, they are testing food for the group. Many bird species live in flocks or small communities. These communities depend on communication. A single scout can bring the rest of the flock safely. This is why you may notice that after one bird lands, suddenly more appear. The first bird opens the door to a chain reaction. Interestingly, scouts can also learn from humans. In cities, suburbs, and towns, birds watch human patterns carefully. If you often leave food outside at the same time, scouts notice. They remember. They adjust their arrival time to match your routine. Some birds will even wait nearby for you to leave before moving in. It is a subtle behavior that shows their intelligence and adaptability. Scouts have a strong sense of timing. They understand when it is safe to land. They notice wind, light, and sound. If a loud noise appears suddenly, they retreat. If a shadow moves too quickly, they hesitate. They are cautious but patient. Scouts know that survival depends on careful observation. The birds that rush in blindly often face trouble. One of the most fascinating behaviors of scouts is silent communication. They use small signals that humans rarely notice. A tilt of the head, a hop in a certain direction, or a short chirp can carry messages. These messages tell the flock about safety, food quality, and potential threats. Scouts are like the first line of intelligence in a bird community. They allow the group to act confidently without exposing everyone to risk. When a scout is successful, the rest of the birds follow quickly. This is a natural strategy. It reduces danger for everyone. Birds that follow a scout rarely question its judgment. They rely on the scout's decision. The first visitor sets the stage for all future behavior at that food source. Scouts also show a remarkable ability to solve problems. If food is partially hidden or in a tricky spot, they figure out how to reach it. They may pull apart leaves, move small objects, or even use their beaks and feet creatively. Crows and ravens, in particular, are known for this intelligence. They are problem solvers, and their scouting behavior reveals their cleverness more than any other action. 2. Another interesting aspect is territorial awareness. Scouts understand who controls the area. If a larger bird or a predator is nearby, they adjust their behavior. They may wait on a branch, circle overhead, or move quietly. Their timing is precise. They approach when the area is safest. This patience is essential. Survival depends on it. Scouts also have different personalities. Some are brave, some are shy, some are methodical, some are fast and daring. These personalities affect the way food is approached. In some cases, the bold scouts may eat first and dominate the food. In other cases, shy scouts may wait, letting others take the first bite. Each choice shows a different survival strategy. When scouts complete their assessment, something magical happens. They signal to the rest of the birds. A quiet chirp, a small movement, or even the act of eating confidently signals food is safe. Come join, and almost instantly, more birds arrive. What began with a single careful bird grows into a small gathering. From that moment, the scene changes completely. Birds interact, compete, cooperate, and communicate in ways that were invisible a moment ago. By watching scouts, we learn something important about nature. We see intelligence. We see planning. We see caution and patience. Scouts reveal the hidden rules of survival. And without them, the complex behaviors of bird communities would remain unseen. In the next section, we will explore how these scouts signal others. We will learn how birds communicate, how flocks move, and how food creates intricate social patterns. You will see that a single piece of food does not just feed one bird, activates a network of communication, strategy, and cooperation.